Welcome again to another virtual class. Our topic for today is all about the informative essay, which is covered in Lesson 6. Informative essay is an essay that informs or explains. This type of writing can be seen in laws, comparisons of two things, newspaper articles, speeches, magazines, analysis of literature, and online articles. So these are all about information. As long as the essay or paragraph that you are reading, you can gain information in it. That is an example of informative essay. An informative essay can also pertain to different subjects such as science, math, and history because these subjects has a lot of information. Since the purpose of an informative essay is to inform or explain, the topic will be non-fictional, which means it will be true or it's all about factual, which is you need some proof, evidences, as well as researches. Here is the example. Pope Francis teaches his people by example. He is an epitome of humanity and fairness. He was the first non-European Pope of Catholic Church. So it's all about Pope Francis. Okay, there are 4 major purposes in writing an informative essay. Number 1, to inform or present information. Number 2, to present data in a fair manner. Number 3, to use resources that are reliable and scholarly. Then the last is to present information clearly and in organized procedure. Since informative essay is an unorganized essay or writing, we have 3 basic parts of informative essay. Here are the most essential components or parts of the informative essay. So as you see in the structure, you must begin your paragraph or essay with introduction, followed by the body, and lastly is the conclusion. Okay, first is the thesis statement or introduction. So when we say thesis statement, it means the problem. You are already introducing the problem that you want to build in your essay. A single sentence at the end of your introduction paragraph. It tells your opinion on the topic, what you're discussing or trying to prove, or what is your point. It directs reader to your main pieces of evidence. Next is the body paragraphs. It contains supporting details or subtopics of essay. You may also include facts, definitions, concrete details, and examples to explain the topic. Body paragraphs elaborate on your subtopics in order for you to support your thesis statement. To be effective, your elaboration must be well chosen, relevant, and related to the topic, significant, and sufficient. In this part, you may include your researches. Like what is being stated, you need to mention or elaborate facts. Okay, when you say facts, this is true. Okay, you can also define some terms in the problem or in the body. For conclusion, a good conclusion follows from and supports the information or explanation presented in the introduction. So you summarize what you wrote in the introduction and in the body. It also explains why the information is important of what effects might follow. So according to Zinger, a famous writer, thought that makes the writer remember your essay is you should remind the reader of the most important thing you want her or him to remember. Surprises, evokes an emotional response, or provokes the reader to think. So aside from the summary that you stated from the introduction and in the body, you may also close your essay by giving suggestion or recommendation at the end of the paragraph. You may also use the technique or the strategy of giving rhetorical question. So let's find out what is a rhetorical question. Rhetorical questions is a question asked merely for effect with no answer expected. The answer may be obvious or immediately provided by the questionnaire. So when we say rhetorical question, it is a question that you formulate to be answered by yourself. So as if you are talking to yourself. Okay, in our daily lives, you are not aware that you already encountering or using informative essay. So we can find informative writing in many different places, such as non-fiction books, textbooks, including newspapers, in encyclopedias, magazines, and also in the websites that we are browsing or opening. Okay, so how you will organize your ideas if you were trying to write an informative essay? So it depends on its purpose. So first is compare and contrast. It describes how things are alike and different. The second one that you can use, cause and effect. It describes why things happen and what happens as a result. You can also use problem solution, wherein it describes a problem and gives solution. The next is how to, or how you're going to do it. It explains how to do something or how to make something. And then lastly, you can also use research report, which gives facts about the topic, and you can also give more information about the problem that you arise in the introduction. To sum up our lesson, informative essay is a form of writing that is used to give information to its reader. It has three basic parts, which are the introduction, which includes thesis statement, body, and conclusion. In writing an informative essay, it must be timely and can give useful information to its reader. Okay, to test whether you understood the lesson that we discussed for our seat work number 6, answer the following module tasks. What's more, 1 to 5, assessment 1 to 8 for the total of 13 points. Thank you for listening and attending. Have a good day. Continue answering the module task and we will check it later. Bye, class!